is Pallavi, a student from Murray Lakshman Reddy Institute of Technology and Management. Today's my topic is black box texting. Let's get into the topic. Black box texting is a texting type of software testing in which a tester is not conversant with the software internal knowledge or implementation details, but rather focused on validating the functionality based on the provider's significations and requirements. Here we can see the figure. Firstly, we give input, then next black box testing means we should, if there is any code or implement details are filled in it, then we get the output. Lastly, here types of black box testing: the testing of application without knowing the internal code or structure. Following are the various types of black box testing. Firstly, functional testing, non-functional testing, regression testing. We go for the functional testing. Functional testing is a software of testing in which the system is tested against the functional requirements and specifications. Functional testing ensures that the requirements or the specifications are properly signified by the applications. In this testing, not concerned with the source code of the applications, which functionally of the comparing the actual outputs with the expected output. In this testing, we compare the final output with the expecting output. This testing focused on checking the user interface, APLs, database, security client or server application, and functionality of the application under test. Functional testing can be mutual or automated. It determines that the software functional requirements. It usually tests many user interface, uh, database security, and client server applications in many of the things. Next, we go for regression testing. Regression testing is like a software quality checkup after any changes are made. It involves running tests to make sure that everything still works as it should, even after that update or tweaks to the code. This ensures that the software remains reliable and the function properly, maintaining it's integrated throughout its development life cycle. Regression means the return of something and in the software field. It refers to return of a bug. It ensures that the newly added code is compatible with the existing code. Regression testing means nothing. It's if we give any code, it's rewrite or return the code newly, and new code is added to the testing. In other words, a new software update has no impact on the functionality of the software. This is carried after a system maintenance, operational upgrades. Similarly, non-functional testing. Non-functional testing is a type of software testing that is performed to verify the non-functional requirements of the application. It verifies whether the behavior of the system as per the requirement or not. If test all the aspects that are not tested in functional testing. It is designed to test a red lines of a system as per non-functional parameters which are never addressed by functional testing. It is usually tested in red lines of the system which are non-functional parameters. It addresses new function in the testing. It is important as functional testing. It is also known as non-functional testing. This testing is not functional testing of software. It focused on the software performance, usability, and scalability. Next, we go for advantages of black box testing. The tester does not need to have more functional knowledge or programming skills to implement the black box testing. It do not have any functional language programming skills to implement black box testing. It is usually used in normal software things. It is efficient for implement the test in the larger system. Tests are executed from the user or client's point of view. Clients given some work, so we need to test their code related to the given requirements. Test cases are easily reproducible. It is used to find ambiguity and contradictions in the functional specifications. These are the advantages of black box testing. Next, we go for disadvantages of black box testing. There is a possibility of repeating the same test while implementing the test process without clear functional specifications. Test cases are different to implement. If there is no functional uh, if there is no functional black box testing, it is very difficult to implement. It is difficult to execute the test cases because of complex inputs at different stages of testing. Sometimes the reason for test failure cannot be detected. We can't image or justify what is the answer, what is the error in that. Some programs in the applications may not be tested. It does not reveal the errors in the control structure. It does not show the what the error in that program. Work with a large sample space of input can be exclusive and consumes a lot of time. These are the disadvantages of black box testing, and this is the whole program. Thank you so much.